Without a vision, you are not going to progress. You're not going to succeed. You're not going to thrive. But how do you find a vision? How do you create a vision as a salesperson? You're not in charge of the organization. Why do you even need a vision for 2024? I'm going to answer all of this in the next 5 minutes. Check it out. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist Podcast. I'm your host, Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist. And I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. On this episode today, I'm going to give you some tips in 5 minutes that can help you to create a vision, give you some ideas about effective standards, and also goals that can help you to thrive and succeed this year in 2024. If this is your first time listening to our podcast, go ahead and subscribe. We do these 5 minutes episode every Wednesday to give you some tips and ideas that can help you jumpstart. So speaking about jumpstart, let's jump right in. When it comes towards a vision, this is something that people get mixed up a lot with a mission statement. And I know as an individual contributor, as an IC, you're not the person that's setting the mission and the vision for the organization. I absolutely understand that. However, it's important, it's critical, it is vital for you to be able to have a vision for yourself, because without a vision, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna go nowhere. So here's what I want you to think about as a vision. People see the vision and the mission statement and they use it intertwine. They intertwine them and use them over and over. But the vision is very different from the mission statement. The mission statement is what your company or you doing is what you or your company is doing right now. In this case, I'm going to talk about you. And then the vision is something in the future, something further out, something you're not going to accomplish overnight or in the next 2 months. It's something that it's an aspirational goal, so to speak, that you're working toward, or aspirational desire that you're working towards. So let's give an example. I got this from the folks over at Atlassian on their blog. They had a very good description on this. If you think about it from the perspective, like for instance, right now I am working. Somebody asks you, what are you doing right now? Might say, I'm working as a sales rep or a sales professional. That's what I'm doing right now today. Now, when they ask me, what do you want to do in 5 or 10 years? Maybe your goal is, I want to run my own organization that's helping, or nonprofit organization, helping charities in sub-Saharan Africa to get wells. Like, that's an aspirational goal. You're not going to accomplish that overnight or in the next 2 weeks, but you need to build up towards that. Perhaps you're in this role as a salesperson to earn the income that you need, so that you can invest in your side project, in your charity that you want to develop into a full-time thing. You see where I'm getting at? So as a sales rep, what is the vision that you have? You need a clear vision. And that vision is, again, aspirational. So maybe you say, I want to be able to be at the number one sales reps in our organization by the end of this year. Or I want to be able to be at, I want to be in the top 3% of the sales reps across the country in my industry. Whatever that vision is for the end of the year, or when we hit December 31st, that's that vision you want to work towards. Now, when you come back down from it, your mission might be things you're doing right now. So I cover Southwest. You cover California, and you cover some of these other states, Arizona, New Mexico, and or whatnot, Nevada. My mission may be to educate everyone in my ICP, all of my ICP in the Southwest, on the, let's say, the CRM that our company offers. Now, with that type of a mission, that's what I'm doing right now as a sales rep. I'm educating people in that area so that I can help so I can help them, which helps me to hit my aspirational goal at the end of the year. Now, when we come down to standards, so it's 3 things so far. I'm going to have these pop up. So you have the vision, you have what a mission is. Now you have a standard. I want you to really focus on the standard here. Not the mission is okay. You can see that, but the standard is critical. Standard is a minimally acceptable level. So let's say, for instance, a standard for, let's say I'm a firefighter. My standard is to put out 100% of the fires that we get to. Like, that would be a huge, that's a standard that we want to get to. It shouldn't be like we only want to put out 50% of the fires. Like, we want to save everyone that we possibly can, right? So you have a standard, something that you're working towards. Like, this is the standard. Now, your standard may not necessarily be something you're at right now, but it's a level that you're working towards. But we don't want to go below that. That's our default. So think about that from a sales rep perspective. What's a standard that you have? So a standard may be, I want to close at least 50% of all of the booked appointments that I have. I want to have a pipeline that's 3x. I want to have the standard is to have a 3x pipeline at all times with quality opportunities. Or a standard may be, I want to have all my opportunities must meet this standard, this quality standard. What is that? Maybe that you have met with the economic buyer, you have a clear challenge, and you have a clear time frame of and a budget or whatnot. You do some simple qualification. I just basically use band there, but you could set a standard that you have. But the standard has to be things that are the top critical goals, so to speak, or top critical KPIs. If we hit these KPIs consistently, and you put a system around that, that's going to help you to hit your mission and your vision. You see where I'm getting at? So you have your vision, big picture, your mission, what you're doing now, a standard. These are the standards that I'm setting for myself as a seller. Maybe one of those standards is I prospect for 2 hours every single day. That's a standard. That's one that I have for myself, because I know if I hit that standard of prospecting at least 2 hours a day, I see that I get more opportunities, and my opportunities tend to be more quality opportunities because we have standards around that. Those quality opportunities then lead to me fulfilling my goal, which is to help educate sales professionals and be the number one sales education organization across the globe. So we start to see that start to happen, or excuse me, our mission. So you start to see how we start to get that once we start doing those simple activities. Now, for you, what are those standards? I would say focus on three main standards, three standards that if you do those things, it helps you hit your mission and your vision. The final one is then your day-to-day goals or your day-to-day activities. Some of those critical KPIs. Maybe you want to do 50 outreach a day, because if you do 50 outreach, it's going to help you hit that standard of getting quality opportunities in your pipeline, or whatnot. Maybe you're going to, one of your KPIs as a daily goal is that you're going to plan every single day, or perhaps one of the standards, one of your goals on a day-to-day basis is that you're going to, ask for referrals with everyone that you speak to. Like, those are goals. The goals help you to, your standards are goals as well, but these are just like benchmarks. These are minimally acceptable levels, and these are critical numbers. These are like our forefront in our eyes every single day, the most important KPIs that I must hit, and I have a standard level of where I must hit. My mission, you can focus on that mission, what you're doing right now, but the vision, you got to have that vision. So if you're trying to get to Cancun by the end of the year, follow this process. You can put the system in place that helps you to do this, and then it's consistently going to happen. And every year you can raise your vision, raise your standards, and you'll see how amazing things start to happen. Listen, if you want to find out more about this, if you need help with setting goals, getting the standards in place, and getting the vision, go ahead and sign up for our mastermind. You can find more information by going to thesalesevangelist.com/mastermind, thesalesevangelist.com/mastermind. We have 3 months, 6 months, an annual mastermind, and we would love to have you be a part of that so we can help you hit your vision and get you down to Cancun. As always, we want you to thrive. We want you to succeed. We want you to raise your level of thinking. We want you to go out and do big things. I went over a little bit here, but you know what? I just wanted to give you so much value. Let me know what questions you have. Connect with your boy on LinkedIn. Again, 3 to 5x your sales pipeline, close twice as many deals, do big things, and make some money in the process. See you on the next one.